Hey guys, today we are continuing the process of area, and specifically we're continuing the process of area of a square. The area of a square is the product of the side by itself. Yesterday we said area equals side times side, or area equals side squared. And what I want to focus on today is specifically this part right here, area equals side squared. Remember yesterday we did just a brief overview of what exponents are, and today we're going to continue that process. Remember that whenever I have a number, let's say I have 5, and I have this 2 right up here, that is not 5 times 2, it is 5 times itself twice. It is 5 times 5. This is going to be very important because with area, we're talking about squared units, and it's good to be used to it, but today we're going to be flipping the script a little bit. We're going to be doing the opposite of it. Once you are comfortable with this, and you understand that this 2 right here means 5 times itself twice, that is being called squaring a number. Well, if you guys have remembered in our algebra sections of the book, sometimes we have to do the opposite operations to get rid of it. So what is the opposite of squaring a number? Well, the opposite of taking a number and multiplying it by itself is to take the square root out of the number. In your book, it says the process that is opposite squaring is square root. The symbol, this one, is used to show that a square root is to be found. If you do not see this symbol, then don't try and take a square root. That is the only time we ever do it, is when this symbol is found. The square root of 25 is read the square root of 25. Whenever I put 25 inside of this, it is telling me that 25 needs to be found as a square root. The square root of 25 is going to be 5. The reason that the square root of 25 is 5 is because 5 times 5 equals 25. Anytime a number times itself equals another number, then it is the square root of that number. So for 25, the square root is 5 because 5 times 5 times itself, gives us 25. If I wanted to go bigger, I could say the square root of 144 is going to be 12. The reason the square root of 144 is 12, same thing, 12 times 12 gives us 144. So this is going to be kind of a weird concept that we're going to dive a lot deeper in, and don't worry, as soon as I'm back, I will be reviewing all of this stuff with you guys. But go ahead and get in mind, there's 2 parts I want you guys to get comfortable with. First, 5 squared equals 25 because that exponent is 5 times 5. Get comfortable with exponents, understand what they are and how to use them. Once you are comfortable with that, now we're going to do the opposite. Find the square root of that number. If I'm given 25, recognize that 5 times 5 is 25. If I have the square root of 144, I know that 12 times 12 is 144, so that is going to be my answer. Today you guys are going to be doing 1 through 9. It is going to be reviewing quite a few stuff, so I want you guys working on the full pages. But the ones I really want you guys to look at is sections 2 and 3. Section 2, asks you to write the products. It is saying, remember to multiply the base by itself and not by 2. This is getting you more comfortable with this kind of stuff. Understanding exponents and how to multiply by itself. Section 3 is then going to go to the square root. You're going to be asked to write the square root counting from 1 to 12. 3a is going to try and trick you a little bit. It is asking for the square root of 1. Well, don't freak out and think, well, there's nothing that multiplies by itself to equal 1. The only thing that multiplies by itself to equal 1 would be 1 itself. So the square root of 1 is going to be 1. I don't know why they want to start off by trying to confuse you, but that's okay. Next problem is square root of 4. What's the square root of 4? What times itself equals 4? That would be 2 times 2 equals 4. I'm not going to go through the rest because I want you to figure some of them out. But you're going to see a number times itself will present it. There's pretty much always going to be a square root for something or a number involved in it. So get comfortable with those, understand what's going on here. Afterwards, you're going to review some of your percents, just general math answers, and then perimeters and areas. So don't worry, like I said, you're not going to be quizzed or tested on any of this stuff until I'm back and we do our review. But go ahead and get some practice in and make sure you feel good about it.